Hey Kiss family, welcome back to my channel where we keep it super simple and sexy in the kitchen. Today we will be cooking that old school mac and cheese, my mama's recipe. Now Cynthia, you requested this mac and cheese recipe, so this one's for you. Okay Kiss family, now you know it's 100 ways to make mac and cheese, but this is my mom's recipe that I'm sharing with you today. It is old school, it doesn't have a roux, but I promise you it will satisfy the crowd that you're cooking for. So family, I wanted to keep this recipe super simple, so I am using packaged cheese today. And I wanted to do that so you could understand and learn how to put this recipe together to get the right consistency to make your mac and cheese come out perfect every time. Now normally I like to shred my cheese off the block, but I wanted to keep it super simple for you guys. This video is not sponsored, but Kiss family, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Let's get started. For the ingredients, we're going to need some onion powder, some Corse Sea Salt, some Creole seasoning, of course. We're going to need some black pepper. Then we're also going to need some garlic powder. Got to have the garlic powder. We're going to need some half and half. These are two 16-ounce containers of half and half. We're going to need some mozzarella cheese, 1 bag. We're going to need some fine Italian cheese, 1 bag. Now this is two 16-ounce boxes of macaroni and cheese. So 4 pounds of macaroni and cheese because we're making 2 pans. And then right here I have some triple cheddar cheese. We're gonna need 1 bag of that. Now you can use any kind of butter you like, but I do like this Pure Irish Kerrygold unsalted butter. And I use the unsalted just because there's a lot of salt that's in the ingredients with the cheese and everything. We're gonna need some eggs. We're gonna use 2 eggs in this recipe. I'll show you that later. And then last but not least, we need that liquid gold, that Velveeta. And I'm thinking, I don't know, you guys remember back in the day when they used to get that government cheese? Is that why my mama made this recipe like this? But we're going to use Velveeta today. All right, y'all, let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is get a large pot, fill it up with water, and bring it to a rapid boil. So a pro tip is to heavily salt the water and to whisk it in so the salt goes through all of the water, and then it easily, I use the Corse Sea Salt because it easily attaches to the pasta, and then all of it gets that flavor, gives it a little salty bite. Make sure you cook the pasta al dente, and then you want to get it right into some cold water to stop the cooking process, because you do not want to overcook your pasta. You want it to be perfect, so when you put it in the oven, you have the most beautiful pasta and texture, and your noodles won't be overcooked. There is nothing worse than overcooked pasta. Now let's make the custard. Now, my mother didn't use a roux, she did this custard style. And that's why you really got to make sure that you cool down the pasta to get everything together so your eggs won't curdle in this dish. So you're going to use 1 egg for each. These are 1 cup containers. So then you're going to stir in and beat up the eggs. Once you've got the eggs beating, you want to use your half and half, and you want to use a half a container or 1 cup for your half and half. Now this is the way my mama did it, so this is the way I do it. So I'm showing you 2 because I'm showing you this is how you would do for 2 pans. But for 1 pan, you just do 1 cup of milk. You want to mix that all together. Now the one thing that I did change is the Creole season. I cover the top, and you're just going to cover the top of each with the Creole season. My mother used to use seasoning salt, the Lori seasoning salt. If you like that better, that's what you do. And then you're going to cover it, just cover the top. We don't measure, we're just going to cover the whole top with some garlic powder. My mother never measured, so this is what we're doing. We're just doing what she used to do. This is how she showed me to do it, and it comes out perfect every time. So then we're going to cover it with some onion powder. You're just going to cover the top. The next thing we're going to do is use some black pepper. We're just not necessarily going to cover the top, but do the black pepper to your taste. Some people don't like a whole lot of black pepper. You see how much I put in there. Then you're going to just mix it well. Okay, Kiss family, now we're going to add our 1 cup of custard to each pan, and make sure you pour it all in and you get all those seasonings all into the pan. Scrape it out to make sure that you get all of the seasonings in that pan. We need it for that flavor. Okay, Kiss family, we're going to add a half a bag of the triple cheddar to each of the pans. That's like 8 ounces each. I think this is 2 cups bag. So you add half of the bag to one, half of the bag to other. If you're doing 1 pan, you just need to do half a bag. Again, really no measuring. I wanted to make it simple for you guys. Then you just want to stir that cheese in and make sure that it's all throughout the whole pan. Okay, Kiss family, now we want to add a 1/4 cup to each pan. So like a half a bag we're about to use for both of these pans, so a 1/4 of each. We leave the other half. I'm going to show you what to do with that next. Now again, we want to stir this in so it's all throughout our pan of macaroni and cheese. Okay, Kiss family, now we're going to use a half a stick of softened butter. So this half a stick, we're going to cut it in half and use 1 on each pan. So a half a stick. And we just put that butter in there just to give it that luscious flavor. Since we're not doing a roux and starting it off with the butter, this, like I said, this is the way my mom did it. So this is the way I do it. Okay, Kiss family, now it's time for us to make our cream sauce. So we're going to take half of the half and half and pour it into our pot if you're making 1 pan. But if you're making 2 pans, go ahead and put the whole thing in, and then we're going to add half of the Velveeta cheese, half of the block of Velveeta cheese if you're making 1 pan. If you're making 2 pans, go ahead and cut it up and put the whole thing in there. Now you want to stir this on low heat until it all comes together. Now our cheese sauce has come together. It's the consistency that we want because we use those ingredients like we said. We're just going to add a little bit of black pepper and add a little bit of Creole seasoning. You add what you want. It just gives it a little added flavor in the background. So that's what we're doing here. We're just going to stir it up. And now it's time to add it to our 2 pans. So we're just going to pour our cheese sauce, half of it into one pan and half of it into the next pan. We're just going to try to get it even. Now once we get all the sauce into the pan, we just want to kind of stir it through so it's all throughout. Like I said again, so we're going to mix all that cheese sauce, oh my goodness, and all that butter into our macaroni and cheese. Guys, I'm telling you, this mac and cheese is the bomb, and it's going to be a showstopper at every event that you do. They will be asking you to make the mac and cheese. And you really want to make sure you incorporate this cheese all throughout within each pan, just to get it all incorporated so the cheese is distributed nicely and they get that cheesy bite in every bite. Okay, Kiss family, so no matter what dish you use, you want to make sure that you clean around the dish because you don't want it to burn in the oven. So let's make this topping. Now this is the tee-hee-hee of macaroni and cheese. I make this baking topping. So the first thing you want to do is take your bacon, and then you want to add like a quarter of that Italian cheese, and then we're going to use half of this mozzarella cheese, and we're going to mix it all in with our bacon. Yes, it is a bacon cheese topping for our mac and cheese. It is a showstopper. I'm telling you, they're going to be addicted. Them side effects, it's going to be killing them. Okay, Kiss family, we're almost finished. We're going to take the remainder of that Italian cheese and the remainder of that mozzarella and add it to the other pan that doesn't have any bacon on it, because we know that everyone just does not like bacon. So I wanted to make one pan that was just regular and one with the bacon topping. Okay, Kiss family, you don't have to add this step, but I just like to add a little parsley just to make it pretty and to take it up a notch. So we're just going to add a little bit of parsley onto each one. Okay, Kiss family, that's it. So you're just going to put it in the oven and let it get golden brown and delicious. Once it's done, just take it out and let it rest a little bit, and then it's ready to serve. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Look at that bacon and cheese, macaroni and cheese. It looks so delicious. Now this was our Sunday dinner. We had some dressing and some catfish and the regular mac and cheese and some sweet potatoes and greens. We just had a little Sunday dinner going on. So please like, share, and subscribe and enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye, Kiss family.